Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing my out-of-box review for the HG Gundam AGE-1 Full Glansa. Now, as you might notice, this is not actually the Full Glansa. Well, it's going to be. What I wanted to demonstrate first was that you have, basically what you have in the kit is a AGE-1 Gundam, and then you have all the Full Glansa parts that you're just going to be adding on top of it. So it's not like this kit is like something like we're like just building like the full armor mode, something like the HG Unicorn, where you either build like the destroy mode or the unicorn mode. This is not like just only building the AGE-1 Full Glansa. You're building the AGE-1 and then the Full Glansa parts all go on top of that. So, and also just want to point out that once again, this is the first kit from Gundam Age that I've ever built in any scale at all. So, and I've never watched the series. It's one of the few Gundam series that I have yet to watch. It's not that I'm against watching it, just haven't made the time to actually watch it yet. So, I don't know. The original art for it and like a lot of the mobile suit designs turned me off to it, but there are some that I like, and this one is pretty cool. After building it, I do kind of like it. So, you will probably see a few more Age kits here on my channel sometime in the future. Not anytime in the near future, I don't have any plans on that, but there are a few that I would like to pick up sometime. So anyway, let's start this thing moving around here. One thing you're also going to notice is that although we have the Age Gundam here, a few of the stickers I believe are going to be different. On the Age Gundam, on just the AGE-1 normal, I guess I should say, I don't believe it has these black stickers on the knees. Those are stickers there, and then of course the part in the center, it has just a white sticker on it now, because for the Full Glansa that's just supposed to be a white sticker inside there, but the detail part is there. I'm not sure if the regular AGE-1 has like a clear piece that's supposed to go in there, possibly, but I don't know offhand. Actually, sorry about that, guys. But this one, it does have the detail in there if you wanted to actually paint that instead of just using the white sticker or just painting it all white like that. I don't know, whatever you want to do, but just wanted to show you guys that it does have a lot of this stuff inside, and I want to show you more about the details, or anyway the articulation of the kit, before I go ahead and put on all the armor. The armor is really not going to hinder any of the articulation, so I don't really think that that's going to be too much of a problem. So why don't we go ahead and take a closer look at this. Once again, big thank you to my friend Josh for giving me this kit for a wedding present, so it's definitely a really interesting build for me. Here's the head. It's going to go up that far and down that far, very far there on the down motion, and then side to side. It's on a polycap similar to what we've got in the newer HGs, and that polycap that goes for the neck. It's basically the same thing. It's kind of long, so you can see like with the heads up, you can see it's pretty long there. Pretty interesting shape for the head. The Age Gundam heads are pretty interesting in terms of the head design, so I kind of like that. There was some safety nubs or flags on the V-fin, but I trimmed those down, sanded that off, so that's that. Very standard Gundam colors we've got here. Torso is not going to have too much motion, but there's a little bit side to side like that, just a little bit. Front and back, a little bit there as well. Front, not too much, but back like so. The spoiler on the back is is one of the biggest complaints I think about people for the Age series Gundams. I don't really like it either, but it's not too bad on this version, I think. And I see this beam saber. The beam saber handles are stored in the side skirt, and especially this one on this side comes out really easily. The other one stays in for some reason, but this one always comes out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out. Anyway, the back is not so bad on this one. I like how it like sticks out back pretty far there. I'm not sure if all the designs have it quite like that, or it sticks out so much. But I didn't mind it. I don't really mind it on this one. It looks kind of cool, so it looks good enough on this one. The arms are going to go up about that far, so pretty good because of this mechanism here in that part. It's going to go up about like that, so that's pretty good. Really nice motion on this kit, so the double joint here in the arms as well. Get it, there we go. It's a really nice joint there. In the legs, we've got a really nice double joint in the knee as well. So some really nice movement on this kit. The articulation is really, really nice, and it feels very solid. So that's one thing, that this kit is definitely really well built, I think. The ankles, the ankle armor seems kind of loose here. Let's see. It's just kind of the part that just like plugs into the ankle joint, and so it's just kind of like floating in there. Doesn't really feel the most secure. Sorry, that's out of focus. Doesn't really feel the most secure in there, but it's okay most of the time. You're not really going to notice it. You can still pose it like that, but it's just going to pop out of place a little bit now and then. The ankles are nice though. The foot goes down and forward nice and far, and then side to side really nicely. So the posability and the articulation for this kit I think is going to be super nice. Let's just get it in a nice pose here. There we go. Just something like that. You're going to have no trouble at all getting in some pretty nice poses. I think it's almost like comparable to the RX-78 Revive Gundam that just came out. That one might be still a little bit better, but this one is dang close. So I'm going to go ahead now and put on the full armor parts. Full Glansa, but it's really hard not to call it a full armor. It's basically a full armor version of the AGE-1. But they're just calling it a Full Glansa. Also, one interesting thing I noticed in this kit is that it has this part underneath where it's got the cap piece over where you're supposed to plug it into a action base. It's just kind of funny how like new high grades don't have that anymore. Unlike on old high grades, all of them had this cap piece that you're supposed to use there. And I mean, when you think about it, it's just kind of silly. Like it's going to be a small piece, it's easily lost. And it's just really not necessary. No one's really going to be complaining about if you have your kit like posed, and no one's going to be like, oh, what's that hole there underneath? It looks weird. No one's ever going to notice that hole there. So it's just kind of having the cap piece is just kind of silly. So I'm kind of glad that they've gotten rid of that and they don't do it really anymore with the newer high grades. But this one does have it. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put on the armor. Give me just a minute. Okay, so here now is the AGE-1 Full Glansa. You can see we've got a bunch of this dark blue and gray armor added around on the front skirts, back skirts, legs, shoulders, and chest. Nothing really on the forearms. We are going to have our weapons mounted on the forearms, but I want to cover those in a moment when we talk about the accessories. And then nothing on the thighs, nothing on the head, nothing on the feet, but so I think it's going to be really nice. Let me just stop this here for a minute, give you a closer look at that. One thing that I don't particularly like is on the legs. So we have this part here, and I don't really like how this part comes down. This part looks like it's supposed to be like the front ankle armor, but it's like more like covering the shin. The ankle armor is like down here. So when you've got it like that, it's kind of like just covering like nothing. I mean, if it's flying like that, I guess it's covered, but I don't really like that. I don't really like where like the either the ankle armor is too high, or like the skirt armor is, like the shin armor is like pointed out like that. Not really a aesthetic thing that I like personally, but anyway. Here on the back, we've got black stickers in there. Here on the back skirts, black stickers there. On the front skirts, black stickers there. I forgot to mention, but on the front skirts, those are joined, and we can just cut those and separate them. The front skirt armor has two pieces, a gray piece under and a dark piece on the top. This, on the back skirt, it's just one solid dark blue piece that you snap onto there. The chest as well, it's got this one main part, one part that goes on the top is what actually holds it onto the chest. And then these gray parts underneath, which are looking very cool as well. I like how this chest part is now a little bit higher, and the mobile suit can put its head kind of far down, so it's like almost like looking into the chest there. I like a mobile suit that can pose like that, that has like a really prominent like big chest piece, and then like the mobile suit is like kind of like looking down. Not like he's like looking into his chest, but anyway, just that sort of aesthetic look for a Gundam. I think we see a lot of like new and high news with that pose, as well as the Strike Freedom, I believe. Also has like, you'll see it a lot of times customized with like bringing the chest cockpit hatch piece a little bit higher. I kind of like that design, and this one has it too, so that's pretty cool. It does have some gimmicks built into this armor. On the knees, this part can flip out, and there's supposed to be a missile there. One missile in there, which is, all it is basically just like a round indent on that part. It looks kind of dumb, but that's what that's supposed to be, a missile as well as here on the shoulder. These two little parts you're supposed to be able to flip off and out, and then I think do something like this. Okay, no, you need to take this part off. Oh, there we go. take this part off the shoulder and then put these back in like that, I guess. And let me try it on the other side. Anyway, you get the idea. There's the indents there. Those are supposed to be missiles as well, and then you pop this back onto the shoulder with those open like that, but I'm having trouble getting the other one off. So that is going to be it. I think you guys get the idea. I want to put them back to normal now. Well, that was frustrating for a gimmick that's kind of stupid anyway, but let's go ahead and talk about the other accessories. Before I talk about the accessories, I want to refer back to the A runner. Now here on the A runner, we have this part. It's not numbered and it doesn't have any detail. It's the shape of the kind of thing inside there on the Gundam, right? But it doesn't have any detail, so it's not like it's like an extra detailed piece that you could put there if you want. I can't figure out what this is here for. If one of you guys know, I didn't notice anything in the manual about that, but if you guys know, let me know, because I don't really get that piece, what that's supposed to be. So if you guys know, let me know about that. So of course we have our beam saber handles, which I showed you are stored in the side skirts. We have two beam saber effect parts as well that are just going to plug into there if you wanted to use just standard beam sabers. But why would you use beam sabers when you have these things that are going to plug onto the sides of the arms, one for each side. So not the side, but actually the back to be precise, like that. And there we go. Pretty cool looking weapons actually. I think just my first, just like looking at the kit, it was like the box art and stuff like that. It doesn't really look all that cool, but once you like actually got them like on the kit, I think they do look pretty awesome. So I guess they're supposed to be like cannons, but you can also plug the the beam saber effect part into here as well, like this. So you can use those for some beam saber action as well. So those are pretty cool, but then we have more accessories. We have a big backpack. So here's our backpack. It's looks a little bit similar to like the Ailstrike backpack, probably just because it's red and has wings and has these kind of pod things. But these are of course big cannons that are on this part that can swivel down, and then they're on a ball joint on there so they can move around like that. That's for swinging around under the arm of the mobile suit. So this really simply just plugs onto the back. I've lost one of the pieces of back skirt. Give me a moment. Those don't clip onto there too securely, so I found they do kind of fall off pretty easily. Just plugs in here like that under the spoiler there, and then there we go. That's plugged on, nice and secure. And then those can just come up from underneath like so. So pretty cool effect there. It is kind of very nice, I think. So the full armor or full Glansa AGE-1 is now complete with something like that. So definitely a cool effect. Again, like holding it in my hands and like actually being able to move it around, I think it has a lot to do with just the quality of the kit too. The kit is really high quality, but just now that I'm able to like have it in my hands and pose it myself, I like it so much more than just seeing it on the box art. That happens with kits. I've found like sometimes you have to actually get it in your hands and try it out to be able to know like if you really like it or not. So this one, I gotta say, I have come around to this quite a lot from my first impressions or even like before ever like owning the kit. I like it. Now there is another sticker inside this part there, the black sticker inside on both sides of there, but that's pretty much it for the stickers. So it's got a few of them, yeah, but they're not really too noticeable. The majority of them are just the black stickers for like inside vents or inside the cannon there. Of course there is stickers on the head, I forgot to mention. It's just the eyes, the forehead camera, and the gold sticker on the back of the head for the back camera as well. Oh, and I guess I had to point out these as well. I forgot about these black stickers on here. One there and then one there at the top on the front and back. So there are some stickers, but it's not too bad. So overall that is it. But we do actually have some more accessories. We have one open hand like that, just one. Would have been nice to have two maybe, but at least we have one, so that's pretty nice. And it is on like an angle. So let's see, plug that into the hand. and see what that looks like. So it's going to be a little bit kind of off to the side like that, kind of like he's waving, hey, like that. But and then we do have more accessories actually, but they're not actually accessories because we have these, the shield and beam rifle for the AGE-1 Gundam. We have all the parts needed to make them. Even the sticker for this scope is included in this, but there's no instructions on how to build a beam rifle, unless I somehow missed that step. We have the sticker for it, and we have the parts for it, both of them, but they're not actually included in the instructions. Now, if they work on the kit, they should. I haven't tried it yet, but this, of course, is just going to peg into the arm. So just in case you wanted some more armor, you wanted to use the shield, you can do that as well. Use the shield on there, and if we pop off this part, of course we should be able to hold the hand. Give me a moment. There we go. Hold the beam rifle, I should say, not hold the hand. But so yeah, you can use those weapons with this kit if you want. So that's kind of cool that we get all the parts in there. I don't think like Bandai was like, no, let's go ahead and just give them all the parts to make it. It's just that they just happened to be on the runners, and Bandai was too lazy to eliminate those areas of the runners, I guess, or just I guess it was cheaper to just print the whole runner. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. Quite a lot of accessories for this, some extras, some stuff that like we weren't actually supposed to get, and just the accessories, everything that we have for it all works really well. So let me put this on an action base and let's take a look. So I have to say I'm having a lot of fun posing this kit. The articulation and like just the posability is really nice on it. It's really a dynamic kit. Just the articulation in the mobile suit, for one, just makes it really good, but the weapons, I think, just make it look really dynamic. I mean, the kind of weapons on the arms there, I mean, sure, they're just stuck to the arms, but just like, I don't know, the look and shape of them really adds a lot. It really does, I mean, they look really good on the mobile suit. And then the cannons on the back, like just the ability to sort of use them. A lot of times we have cannons like up over the shoulder or something like this. I think this is a kind of unique look. We don't often have these like cannons attached on the backpack coming up under the arm. Something like the Buster or something like that has them sort of like that, but this one is, they're going to be really nice. One thing that I think I forgot to mention that I should point out now while we're talking about those cannons, that they do have a handle. Let me pull this handle out first, like that. So both of them have this handle. Let me zoom in on that for you too. So you'll be able to just, if you wanted to have it holding the cannons, put on the holding hand, and I don't know if that's going to be able to slip on there or not. There we go, something like that. So if you want to have it actually holding the cannons, you can. The problem is that I think you're not really going to be able to have this on the arm while you've got that holding the cannon, because it attaches under it. I think if you maybe turned it in a way, maybe you could sort of figure it out, but I think it's better if you keep these on it, so then you might not want to have it holding the cannons. The cannons look good, just not being held, so I think you'll probably be alright. So that is going to be just about it for my review of this kit. I am really quite impressed with the kit. There's a lot of things to like here. Some, like I've been saying, just really nice articulation, posing, accessories, all of that is really good. Part separation is okay. I mean, there's areas where maybe it could have been a little bit better, but I mean, it's just still should be pretty fun, simple to paint. You'll have to do a little bit of masking, but it is a high grade, so that shouldn't really come as too much of a surprise. Speaking of price, the price is quite good too. I think you probably would be better off if you buy an action base with this as well. It's going to look much better if you get it up on a base. Now that I'm seeing it from behind here too, I'm noticing that the wings, the backpack, it kind of makes it look like the spoiler is now kind of part of the backpack and not so much just a spoiler on the back of the kit. So that's pretty good if you're not really a big fan of that feature of the Age Gundams. But otherwise, I would say this kit is definitely recommended, and I'm definitely looking forward to trying out some other kits in the HG Age lineup. So I'm not sure when that's actually going to be, but anyway, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. That's going to be it for this video. I can't think of anything else I could really tell you guys about this, but just check it out for yourself. So if you have any other questions or comments, leave those down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.